click on said file here, you'll see that opens up. And, you could liken this to Excel. By the way, hit enable content. You could liken this to Excel in that the database is kind of like the workbook, and all of these tables over on the left are kind of like the worksheets, so to speak. When you double click on, let's see here, human resources underscore employee, second one from the top, human resources underscore employee. So you can see it looks an awful lot like an Excel spreadsheet. We have rows and columns, but instead of A, B, C across the top, we have field names. And there is no 1, 2, 3, 4 as the unique identifier for the row. Instead, generally, a particular column will contain a value which is unique, and the name for that is a primary key field. There's other things that we could do, like those combination or candidate fields or multi-part key fields, wherein the combination of values are unique. The point is this: rows and columns of information, they have them, we need them, right? In Qliksense, that's where we're headed with this. So 290 records, it looks like. I'm going to close this table. We can do that by right-clicking on this tab and saying close, and we can hit this X in the upper right-hand corner. That will exit out of Access and bring us back in here. And the situation here is that we need to create a data source name first that will reference that database. And I'll show you a couple things. Actually, we'll go through it first, and then I'll tee it up. Let's go down here to the Start menu first. When you click on that Start menu, what we're looking for is to bring up the O, D, B, and by the time I get to O, D, go ahead and type that in, O, D, you'll see that it says Data Sources, ODBC. Go ahead and click on that, and you're going to see this little dialog box pop up. Now, this is not incredibly common, but this is not in your book, by the way, but I personally have had some trouble here between 32-bit drivers and 64-bit drivers. So I put this in PowerPoint just to help us out here a little bit. Give me a moment. All right, there we go. Okay, so the point is, depending on what type of system that you're connecting to, whether it's 32-bit or 64-bit, there's actually 2 different files included in Windows. The problem is they have the exact same file name. Look at this. Right? They look exactly the same. The only difference is the folder that they put them in, right? Which makes it even worse because the 64-bit driver is in a folder called System32. Yeah, right? Give me a break. So the point is, we're going to use this one here, and I don't expect you to document this at all. If you do want to jot anything down, I actually pulled this right off of MSDN. MSDN is Microsoft Developer Network. And why did it hesitate? Come on, keep going. Wow, that was weird. All right, I'm trying to get it to pop up here. Wow. All right, give me a second. I'll force the issue. Let me bring that up myself. Okay, so I pulled that right out of Microsoft Developer Network. So if you wanted to jot anything down here, let's try that again. Hey, there we go. Write down MSDN, Managing Data Sources, and they documented that. I killed a good half hour trying to find that myself one day, so I'm hoping to save you a little bit of time with that.
I have a question for you.
Yeah,
Is it possible to get the PowerPoint emailed to us when we finish the course?
The PowerPoint, honestly, I just pulled almost all of this right out of your book, so
Okay.
nothing special. This is just my own stuff here. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and it's nice because it's bound.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. We're using that second one that I mentioned there just a moment ago, right? In terms of what that does, like, hey, that's really cool and all, but why do I want that? Oops, I just closed my connection. Let me see. There we go. Okay, this is the part we're talking about, right? So we're making a connection to that data source first. And that's what we're doing right now. So for this one, it says user DSN, system DSN, file DSN. Give me a break. What does that mean? DSN is data source name, and essentially we're naming a connection to that file. Now the difference between user, system, and file is this. User means that this data source name is only good for us with the logon credentials that we have logged into Windows with. System DSN is going to be good for anybody who logs in to this machine. And file DSN will bring all this connection information, package it up in a file, and therefore we can give it to other people so that they don't have to go through all this themselves. Right? So just a little heads up as to, what the difference is. For this, we're going to say system DSN, and we are going to add, so click on that system DSN folder, or tab rather. We're going to go here to add, and then it's basically saying, hey, which one do you want? Now, by the way, this is the part where if you don't see what you're looking for in here, that's when you would use that other executable file that I mentioned earlier. So for this one, we are looking for, let me see, where did it go? Microsoft Access. There we go. Driver, MDB, ACCDB. Now, if you use Access, you may know that MDB is the older file format. ACCDB is the newer file format as of 2007 is when we started with that. That's a